would need to wear a mask in my own house? Oh boy. A lot of epoxy, a lot of walking done, and I'm taking advantage of my sunshine while I still can. Yeah, I think I've come to the conclusion that in the last few years, I've really become kind of a beer snob. Now, whether that's good or bad, I don't care. But I like to have a few microbreweries a lot, as you've been following my videos. And most people are always curious to see what kind of new beers I'm going to be discovering. Of course, sometimes that does backfire. Like, there was one time I remember sitting in Ziggy's last year, that pub that's over on Crescent Street, just across from Winnie's. And I was talking to some guy who was sitting there, was like from, I want to say he was from Ottawa or something. And he was telling me, like, oh, you're such a hipster. Because when I was talking about all these microbrews, he just associated me as being a hipster, saying, I don't like real beer. Of course, and he was carrying on, he was saying, like, go for Molson X, Labatt Blue, or, I don't know, whatever. And he said, oh, now that's real beer. Well, to each their own, I guess, but putting me down because of that, and also trying to have a holier than thou attitude about that, come on, the guy was just being an asshole for no reason. And I'd be willing to bet he was one of those guys that would say Bud Light and Corona are the best beers ever. Some people these days. That being said, while I do enjoy the fancy brews, sometimes I do enjoy having a slum day now and then. So to finish off my weekend, I decided to go for an older classic. I'm doing the little Molson Dry. I think the last time I had the Molson Dry was, I want to say March or April 2014. Thanks to my old boss at HMV who had a plenty of that in his place. So that was like more his style beer. But to kind of go all out, or semi-out, I got one of these 710 milliliter cans. It's like, you look at the size of this, there's 710 to 750. It's practically like one full bottle of wine or a bottle of whiskey all in one go. So let's see what this thing is like today. Because now that I have a better palate, I'm ready to find out exactly what makes a beer dry. Like, is it supposed to dry it up like a cactus? Like a dry taste that's not very fruity? Like, seriously, how do you have it dry as beer? Let's find out. Sure looks like a typical lager. And a good amount of head. As for the taste... I want to say it has a slightly bitter taste. Maybe that's what the dryness is for. Oh well, you learn something new as you get older. Or you learn something you should have known when you were younger. Regardless, the table is still coming along, everyone, and there will be a video for that once I'm done. It just turns out I need a lot more epoxy to get it done before it's really evened out. So cheers, happy weekend, and take advantage of whatever warmth that you can still get. Peace, y'all.